Hello students, welcome to IoT classes. Today we will learn the technology behind IoT. So what is the learning outcome of this topic? So here we will describe the technologies which are used in designing the IoT, right? So what are the different technologies? Let's see that. First one, we will discuss the entities of IoT. Second one, we will discuss the major components of IoT system, right? So these two topics under the technology behind IoT. So first, coming to the entities concept. So in entities, so what are the different entities in IoT? See here, first one is hardware, right? Second one is IDE, which means integrated development environment for developing this device software, any device. Third one is protocols, which means some set of rules. Next one is communication. So which type of communication we are providing in IoT. Next one is network. Next one is software, and next one is cloud platforms or data center, right? Next one is machine learning algorithms and software. So these are the entities in the IoT, right? We will discuss all these topics one by one, right? I hope all of you noted these headings. First, coming to hardware concept. So what are the different hardware concept in IoT, right? So let's see the different boards, development boards. So first one is Arduino Uno board. So by using this, we will create different IoT communications, right? Second one is, this one is a Raspberry Pi, right? So in this we will use the Python coding, right? So the third one is Intel Galileo. So this is also one IoT development board equipment. Of course, the popularity is for Arduino board and Raspberry Pi. Next one is Intel Edison, right? And the next one is ARM Mbed, right? So see this the architecture. This is a Mbed, ARM. So ARM Mbed, right? Next one, Boss XDK kit, Boss XDK kit, right? And the last one is this black color board, which is a Beagle board, Beagle board. So finally, what are the equipments here? Arduino Uno board, this is Arduino, this is Raspberry Pi, this is Intel Galileo, Intel Edison, ARM Mbed, Boss XDK, this is Beagle board, right? These are the different hardware equipments we will use, right? Now, coming to the second entity, IDE for developing device software. So IDE means integrated development environment, developing environment, which means uh, each and every device, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Intel Galileo, any device must contain IDE environment to create software coding, right? Next, third entity is protocols. Already we know that protocol nothing but a set of rules. So what are the different protocols? See here, routing protocol, which is a shortcut, which is RPL, COAP, constrained application protocol, REST, representational state transfer. So well-known protocol, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. We will use it in website also. MQTT, message queuing, telemetry transfer. XMPP, extensible messaging and presence protocol. These are the different protocols used in the IoT communications. Now coming to the next entity, which is communication. So we will use the Ethernet, which is a wired communication, Ethernet cables. We can use the radio frequency identification device, which is RFID, right? Refer the first video for this RFID concept, right? Next one, NFC, near field communication. We will discuss this one in coming lectures. Next one, 6 low PAN, which means low power wireless personal area network, right? Next one, ultra wideband. Next one, Zigbee, zonal intercommunication global standard. Next one, well-known technology in communication, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and next one is WiMAX, which is worldwide interoperability for microwave access. These are the different communication channels in IoT. But in coming videos, we will discuss all these concepts. Just remember the headings. And the final one is 2G, 3G, 4G, which is cellular networks, right? Next entity, what is the next entity here is network backbone. So which network we are using, which network protocol we are using, which is IPv4 or IPv6 or UDP, 6LoWPAN. These are the different network backbone protocols, right? Next one is software. So we can use Riot OS, Continky OS, ThinkSquare Mist firmware, Eclipse IoT. Right? These are just remember these headings. Different softwares for IoT development. Next one is internet cloud platforms or data center. This is the basic. This is the important thing in IoT because the entire data is stored in the cloud platforms, right? So different cloud platforms are there: Sense, ThingRocks, Nimbits, Xively, OpenHab, AWS IoT, IBM Bluemix, Cisco IoT, IOX and Fog, Azure, TCS Cup. So here the popularity is established for AWS IoT, Amazon Web Services, and Azure. This is one is developed by Microsoft, Microsoft Azure. These two companies are providing best cloud platforms for IoT development. Finally, after the cloud development, machine learning algorithms. So why we are using machine learning algorithms means automatically the sensors or equipment detect the problem and communicate with the other devices. So here we can use NIME, Accord.net, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, which is well known, Veka software, PyTorch, RapidMiner, Google Cloud AutoML. These are the different machine learning algorithms and softwares in a IoT, right? So these are the different entities, right? So in a IoT technology. Now coming to the second topic, sorry. Now coming to the 5 levels behind an IoT system. So while developing an IoT system, what are the different 5 levels? Let's check this. Device platform. First level is device, hardware. Second one is communication and internetworking, connecting. So by using communication, we are connecting the devices and internetworking. Next one is servers and web services. Next one, cloud platform to store the data. And finally, analysis like online transactional processing, OLTP, online analytical processing, OLAP, data analytics, knowledge discovery. These are the 5 levels: device platform, connecting and internet networking, servers and web services, cloud platform to store data, and finally analytics. So these are the 5 levels in IoT. So that is the first subtopic in technology behind IoT. Now coming to the major components of IoT system. What are the different major components? Let's check this. Physical object. So we need one physical object, right? Second one is hardware equipment. So in that hardware equipment, we can use microcontrollers, firmwares, sensors, control units, actuators, and communication modules. All these are present in hardware. And communication module. So we can use a interface for communication, So here we are establishing the communication by using this in different networks, and can use the softwares to develop different actions like messaging, commands, LEDs glowing, robotic arm, like that. So these are the different major components in IoT system. Now coming to the different sensors, what are the different sensors here? See here, thermistor for temperature, IR sensors for transmission for reflective type, ultrasonic sensors, gyro sensors, accelerometer, rain sensors to detect rain, and soil moisture sensors, phototransistor, water flow, right? Water flow, I mean here the water input, this is the water output. We can detect the water flow is going on or not. Heartbeat sensors, alcohol sensors, color sensors, PIR sensor, gas sensors, smoke sensors. So like that, so many sensors. See here, touch sensors and solar sensors. All these are available in IoT development. Not only these sensors, various different sensors are there. Now coming to the control units. So here we can use different control units ARMO Atmega 328. So each control unit contains these components. So in microcontroller contains one processor for processing the data, internal RAM equipment, flash memory, firmwares, timers, input output ports, which means programmable input output ports, general purpose input output ports, serial input ports. So three types of input output ports are available. Next, pulse width modulators, analog to digital converters, and finally communication network interfaces. All these are present in control units. So once again I am telling that without processing, communication, which means computation and communication compulsory in IoT. Okay, only computation, only communication is not possible. So coming to the layer architecture here. So here IoT device hardware is level 0. Here we will here in this layer it contains physical devices, controllers, everything, sensors, machines, devices, all those. And second layer is here gathering the data, enriching the data, and communication. In this layer we are establishing the connectivity interface and also performing edge computing. So in edge computing layer we are analyzing the data and we are transmitting the data by using different communication channels. And finally coming to the IoT server, managing, acquiring, organize, and analysis. Here we are integrating the data, collaborating the data, and we are processing the data, and we are providing different services, right? So these are the four layers of IoT environment, right? So that is major components of IoT system. That is the concept of technology behind IoT. Okay, students, we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.